Here we are in 2026, and this is the year Hollywood finally admits it has one business plan left, which is, hey, remember the stuff you actually like? Well, here it is again, but bigger and louder and in IMAX, because we need your wallet and premium format to survive. We've got Nolan doing the Odyssey like he's trying to personally bankrupt every theater seat in America. Spider-Man swinging back in, Star Wars crawling out of Disney Plus and into theaters, Toy Story returning for the 5th time like it's a government program, and yes, Godzilla is back with Godzilla Minus Zero, because apparently the only thing that can fix modern cinema is a giant radioactive lizard reminding us what consequences look like. So today, I'm breaking down what I think are the most anticipated movies of 2026, and more importantly, which ones are actually going to dominate the box office, and which ones are about to streaming number their way into a PR spin cycle. So let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm the Critical Nerd, and I cover Hollywood, box office, and the franchise industrial complex like it owes us money. Well, it's because it does. If you want more box office breakdowns, studio chaos, and industry reality checks, do me a favor. This helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you can tell YouTube that, yeah, I like this guy's content and I want to see more of it. Just saying. So 2026, let's talk about why this year is totally stacked at the box office. I gotta say, I'm kind of looking forward to this year as it pertains to the movies that are coming out, because I don't think this is just another slate. This is Hollywood's please come back year. Studios are leaning hard into event movies, premium formats, and IP you already recognize from long ago. And that's because original films, those are still getting treated like a weird hobby. So I'm going to go season by season, and I'm going to call out the box office potential, the audience poll, and will they actually show up factor of said movies. So right off the bat, springtime, we have Project Hail Mary. This one could be a legit sleeper giant. Big sci-fi, big concept, star power. And if the trailer sells the idea, which is something novel for trailers these days, this is the kind of movie that makes people feel smart for buying a ticket. I mean, it's basically, what if your midlife crisis happened in space and the universe graded you? This one's due out in March of 2026, more specifically March 20th. Then we got Super Mario Galaxy, and this is what I'm really looking forward to. I love the Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm sure this one's going to be another banger. So Nintendo and Illumination are back, and you already know what that means. Parents will be like, hey, we're going to the movies. Kids will be like, yay. And the theaters will be like, thank you for your service. Mario is basically a family box office cheat code at this point. This movie is going to print some money. It's due out April 3rd of 2026. Next, we've got Michael. Now, this is a biopic, Michael Jackson. And biopics can be huge, or they can be, well, let's just say awards bait that people politely watch later. But Michael, that name alone is a brand. This could pull in older audiences, music fans, and the I don't even go to theaters, but for this I will crowd. So this one's got the potential to be big, and it's due out April 24th, 2026. Next, we got The Devil Wears Prada 2, due out May 1st. Ah, yes, here comes Miranda Priestley to verbally destroy everyone's self-esteem once again. This is counter-programming gold. Not everything has to be capes and lasers. Sometimes people just want status, fashion, and toxic excellence. This is the cinematic equivalent of getting judged by a woman in a coat worth more than your car. And again, due May 1st, 2026. Next, we have The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now, I gotta say something here. Why put Grogu in the name? Why not just call it The Mandalorian? So I digress. Star Wars is back in theaters, and the pitch is simple. You already love the green baby. Now pay for him in IMAX. Yeah. Now, this could be massive if Disney doesn't overmarket it into exhaustion. But as a theatrical event, yeah, people are going to show up. But personally, I think this movie will probably do somewhere in the 600 million range when it's all said and done at the box office. So, yeah, we'll see. It's due out May 22nd, 2026. Now let's go move on to the summertime. We got Masters of the Universe, June 5th, 2026. This one's kind of a wild card. It could be the next surprisingly fun crowd pleaser, or it could be, well, we tried nostalgia and it felt back. But if it's good, well, it's got franchise potential written all over it. So, I hope they stay true to what we know as He-Man in the 80s, but we'll see. Due out June 5th, 2026, as I mentioned before. Why am I repeating that? I don't know. Toy Story 5. Yes, Woody is back. Toy Story is one of the few brands that can drop a number 5 and people still go. Yeah, all right, I'll cry again. Yeah. Family audiences, they'll show up. They're locked in. Merch, oh, definitely locked in. Box office, probably locked in. So, Toy Story 5, June 19th, 2026. Next, we have Supergirl. Yes, Supergirl. Truth, justice, and whatever. The trailer looked okay, I guess. I did like the fact that we got a little Lobo cameo in the trailer. So there's that. This is part of DC's or James Gunn's verse. I'll call it the James Gunn verse because everything's James Gunn by James Gunn. If this by chance becomes a hit, well, it reinforces the new DCU direction as a real theatrical brand. It proves that James Gunn is right. If it misses, well, the internet is going to act like the whole universe is doomed again by lunchtime. And I got to say, I don't have high hopes for this. Why do you start off a new DC universe by basically cucking Superman and then no Wonder Woman, no Batman is beyond me. But hey, I'm not running DC, James Gunn is. So that's why they pay him the big bucks. Next, we got Moana, live action. Yes, live action Moana. Disney, well, they're remaking Disney again. Yeah. But Moana is modern, popular, and built for the big screens. The question isn't, will it make money? It's how much money and how much internet complaining will come with it. Remember what happened to The Little Mermaid? Just saying. So Moana due out July 10th, 2026. Next, we have the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan. Now, I am looking forward to this. I like just about everything Christopher Nolan has done. Inception, Tenet, Oppenheimer, of course, the Dark Knight trilogy. So you got Nolan doing the Odyssey. Well, it's basically Hollywood saying, we're going to make cinema again, whether you like it or not. And this is a movie you want to see in IMAX. You need to see it in a premium format. Because if not, Christopher Nolan's personally going to show up and sigh at you. Just saying. Due out July 17, 2026. I hope this thing is a hit. I have some concerns about the cast, but we'll see. Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Yeah, Spider-Man is one of the last truly recession-proof box office brands. If the marketing is right and the story feels fresh, this one's going to be a monster. It's going to be a hit. If it's multiverse soup, like some other Marvel movies, then it'll still do numbers, but the legs might be a little wobbly. I mean, based on track record, I think Brand New Day is going to be a hit. I can't wait to see it. I just hope I don't have to do any homework before I see it. Just saying. We're going to transition to the fall now. We got Clayface due out September 11th, 2026. This is a fascinating choice because it could bring in a different audience to the DCU. More thriller, more body horror vibes, less Skybeam. If this one lands, it's the kind of film that makes people say, oh, DC can do genre movies again? But again, I have to question, why no Wonder Woman? Why no Batman? Why Clayface? Why Supergirl? Just saying. Next, we got the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. November 20th, 2026. Hunger Games still has a fan base, and prequels are Hollywood's favorite way to say, we're not quite out of ideas yet. Your childhood just hasn't been fully mined yet. Now, this should be a strong holiday corridor setup. I mean, we're talking right before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving corridors, huge at the box office. So we'll see. This is one I'm definitely looking forward to, folks. Godzilla Minus Zero. Due out November 6th, 2026. And this definitely belongs on the list of most anticipated movies of 2026. Godzilla is one of those rare franchises where people just want one thing. Big scale, real stakes, and destruction with purpose. And the near simultaneous rollout is huge. I mean, it's also coming out November 3rd in Japan. If this thing gets strong buzz like Godzilla Minus One, this could be a legitimate breakout for late year box office. So keep Godzilla Minus Zero on the radar, November 6th, here in North America, 2026. And finally, the last two entries of my most anticipated movies of 2026 at the box office. We have Avengers Doomsday, December 18th, 2026. This is Marvel's big swing. This is the event movie of the year. This is where they're bringing back, well, just about everybody. I mean, they're bringing back Cap, Steve Rogers. I think he's going to be Steve Rogers in this movie, not Captain America. That remains to be seen. Bringing back Thor. We have Fox X-Men coming back. And we have a large cast, a really large cast. So, I mean, if Marvel, by some stretch of the imagination or by some chance, sticks to the landing, this is the kind of release that lifts the whole market. If it doesn't, you'll see excuses rolled out like a red carpet. I mean, I've got hopes for this, but again, the size of the cast, fitting all these people in, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Next, we got Doom Part 3 released. I believe it's gonna be the same day as Avengers Doomsday, December 18th, 2026. So while you got Doomsday hanging out there, well, Warner Brothers said, yeah, cool story, Marvel. But we're also dropping Dune on the same day. This is a rare box office cage match. Two huge brands targeting premium screens, IMAX, PLFs, the whole thing. And the question is, how does this shake out? Avengers likely wins raw global scale. Dune could absolutely win prestige plus premium format legs. And theaters will be like, yeah, you two go ahead and fight it out. And please, please, please buy more tickets. So there you have it. My top 16 most anticipated movies to come out in the 2026 box office. I've got to ask you guys out there, what's the biggest 2026 box office story? I mean, studios, they're all in an IP. But 2026 is so packed that even the big dogs are going to step on each other's toes. Drop your picks in the comments. What's your number one most anticipated movie of 2026? And which one do you think is getting, well, let's just say overhyped? If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who still thinks the box office is, well, just say, just vibes. I'm the Critical Nerd, and I'll see you in the next one.